Hello, my fellow gamesters. Today we are diving into the world of Capcom. Founded in 1979, Capcom has delivered unforgettable experiences across genres, shaping gaming culture for decades. Let's celebrate their greatness by counting down the top 20 best Capcom games. First up, we have Super Ghouls and Ghosts. This game challenges players with its relentless difficulty and captivating medieval fantasy world. As Arthur, a brave knight, you embark on a quest to rescue a kidnapped princess while battling an army of undead. The game's double jump mechanic and memorable soundtrack set a gold standard for side-scrollers. Despite its punishing gameplay, fans love it for its charm and nostalgia. Up next, we have Viewtful Joe. This game redefined action platformers with its comic book inspired visuals and quirky gameplay. You play as Joe, an ordinary moviegoer turned superhero using cinematic powers like slow motion and zoom to fight enemies. Its over-the-top humor and vibrant art style make it a standout title. Up next, we have Alien vs Predator. This side-scrolling beat-em-up lets you control predators or colonial marines in a battle against waves of xenomorphs. With tight gameplay, stunning graphics, and cooperative multiplayer, it's a timeless arcade experience. The mix of sci-fi horror and explosive action has earned it a cult following. If you have ever wanted to see who truly dominates the galaxy, this is your battlefield. Up next, we have Dino Crisis 2. Capcom blended survival horror with explosive action in Dino Crisis 2, delivering one of the best dinosaur games ever made. You will face ferocious dinosaurs while unraveling a time-bending mystery. Its dual-character gameplay and creative environments make it unforgettable. With heart-pounding encounters and a thrilling story, it's no wonder this game is still roaring in fans' memories. Up next, we have Megaman X. This game elevated the franchise with its deeper story, innovative power-up system, and fast-paced gameplay. As X, the new generation of Mega Man, you battle rogue robots in a visually stunning world. The introduction of wall jumping and non-linear level design gave players more freedom than ever. Its music, bosses, and upgrades are iconic, making it a crown jewel in Capcom's lineup. Up next, we have Lost Planet Extreme Condition. A frozen wasteland, towering acrid creatures, and pulse-pounding action, Lost Planet delivers it all. This third-person shooter places you in a harsh alien world where survival is as challenging as the battles. The game's unique thermal energy mechanic adds a layer of strategy to its intense combat. With its epic snow-covered environments and stunning visuals, Lost Planet feels like a blockbuster movie comes to life. Up next, we have Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. The Monster Hunter series reached new heights with Sunbreak, the massive expansion to Monster Hunter Rise. This game introduces new regions, fearsome monsters, and fresh combat mechanics to the acclaimed action RPG. Whether hunting solo or with friends, every encounter feels like an epic showdown. Up next, we have Street Fighter 2. Few games have defined an era like Street Fighter 2. It's the granddaddy of competitive fighting games, setting the stage for decades of epic showdowns. With iconic characters like Ryo, Chun-Li, and Guile, the game's roster became legends. Its accessible yet deep combat system revolutionized arcade worldwide. From pulling off Hadoukens to winning tournaments, Street Fighter 2 remains a cornerstone to Capcom's legacy. Up next, we have Dead Rising 2. This game builds on its predecessor's chaotic fun by introducing Chuck Green, a motocross rider fighting to save his daughter. With an array of creative weapons and a vibrant Las Vegas-inspired setting, it's a sandbox of destruction. The game's crafting system, allowing you to combine items for inventive zombie killing tools, is a highlight. Whether you are saving survivors or battling time, Dead Rising 2 keeps the tension high and fun even higher. Up next, we have Resident Evil 2 Remake. Capcom's 2019 remake of Resident Evil 2 is a masterclass in how to update a classic. This modern reimagining keeps the heart-pounding tension of the 1998 original while adding gorgeous visuals, tight controls, and reworked puzzles. The chilling story of Leon Kennedy and Claire Redfield escaping Raccoon City's zombie-infested streets has never felt more immersive. The introduction of the relentless Mr. X adds a layer of terror that keeps players on edge. Up next, we have Phoenix Wright-Ace Attorney. This visual novel series puts you in the shoes of rookie lawyer Phoenix Wright, solving cases with wit and sharp logic. Its compelling storytelling, quirky characters, and dramatic courtroom showdown makes it a standout. The mix of detective work and tense cross-examinations keeps players on the edge of their seats. Whether you are unraveling mysteries or shouting objections, this game is pure legal fun. Up next, we have DuckTales. Who would have thought a cartoon adaptation could be this good? DuckTales is a delightful platformer featuring Scrooge McDuck on a treasure hunting adventure around the world. Its tight controls, catchy music, and colorful levels made it an instant classic. The pogo stick mechanic is both fun and unique, adding a layer of strategy to the gameplay. Up next, we have Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 exploded onto the scene in 2000, delivering fast-paced tag team fighting action. With a roster of 56 characters, it united iconic Capcom heroes with Marvel's legendary superheroes. Its vibrant visuals, smooth mechanics, and flashy combos made it a fighting game masterpiece. The game's team-based battles and iconic soundtrack solidified its place in arcade history. Up next, we have Resident Evil Remake. A chilling reinvention of survival horror, the 2002 Resident Evil Remake set a new standard for remasters. By reimagining the original 1996 classic with stunning visuals, enhanced gameplay, and added story elements, Capcom breathed new life into this masterpiece. Exploring the eerie Spencer Mansion has never felt so terrifying. The game's blend of puzzles, tension, and unforgettable scares solidified its legendary status. Up next, we have Devil May Cry 3. This game explores the origins of Dante and his rivalry with his brother Virgil. With lightning-fast combat, deep combos, and an incredible story, it redefined hack-and-slash games. The game's difficulty is legendary, challenging players to master every move. Devil May Cry 3's flair, music, and unforgettable characters make it one of Capcom's crowning achievements. Up next, we have Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. This atmospheric horror game takes you into the heart of the Baker family's twisted estate, blending psychological terror with classic survival horror mechanics. The switch to a first-person perspective adds a layer of immersion that makes every shadow feel sinister. With its gripping story and horrifying moments, Resident Evil 7 marked a triumphant return to the series' roots while pushing it in bold new directions. Up next, we have Okami. Okami is a stunning masterpiece that blends Japanese mythology with breathtaking artistry. Its standout feature is the celestial brush mechanic, allowing players to draw symbols to solve puzzles and combat enemies. The hand-painted Sumai-inspired visuals create a timeless aesthetic that feels like playing a living painting. Okami's rich storytelling, heartfelt characters, and innovative gameplay make it an unforgettable journey. Up next, we have Dragon's Dogma 2. This game builds upon the foundation of its predecessor. With enhanced visuals, improved combat, and deeper open-world experience, it promises to captivate both old fans and new adventurers. The pawn system, which lets you recruit customizable AI companions, returns with exciting upgrades. From epic battles with towering monsters to intricate quests, Dragon's Dogma 2 is shaping up to be a true RPG masterpiece. Up next, we have Monster Hunter World. This game features lush, living ecosystems where you hunt gigantic monsters in dynamic, strategic battles. The game's seamless multiplayer and stunning visuals made it famous worldwide. Its weapon variety and crafting system keep players coming back for more, while its expansive updates and Iceborne expansion solidified its legendary status. And finally, we have Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 didn't just redefine survival horror, it revolutionized gaming. It introduced the over-the-shoulder shooting and action-packed combat that influenced countless titles. You play as Leon Kennedy on a mission to rescue the president's daughter from a sinister cult. Its gripping story, intense gameplay, and terrifying enemies like the chainsaw-wielding Dr. Salvador make it unforgettable. Resident Evil 4 remains a landmark title, blending action and horror in perfect harmony. If you liked this video, check out this one next for more.